Yeah, now the fourth para. Again, the warning voice was heard. Answer my questions before you drink the water. This pool is mine. If you disobey me, you will follow your brothers. Arjuna became very angry. He cried, "Who are you? Come and stand up to me, and I will kill you." He shot sharp arrows in the direction of the voice. The invisible being laughed in scorn and said, "Your arrows can't touch me." Arjuna wanted to destroy this unseen foe, but first he had to quench his terrible thirst. So he drank the water and also fell down dead. Again, when Arjuna went near the pool, the voice was again heard. It said, "Answer my questions before you drink the water. This pool is mine. If you disobey, you will follow your brothers." So again, the voice is telling, first answer my questions, then drink the water. If you are not obeying what I am telling, you will die as your brothers are lying there dead. Arjuna became very angry. He cried. Arjuna was very angry. He cried, "Who are you? Come in front of me and I will kill you." He shot sharp arrows in the direction of the voice. As soon as he finished telling this, he shot the arrows there, sharp arrows. The invisible beam laughed in scorn. That beam, the voice which was there, it was laughing. "Your arrows can't even touch me." Arjuna wanted to destroy this unseen foe. Now, Arjuna was very angry. He wanted to kill this enemy now. Foe means what? Enemy. Destroy means kill. But first, he had to quench his terrible thirst. He wanted to satisfy his thirst first. So he drank the water and also fell down dead. So what he did first, what he thought, let me first drink the water and then let me kill this. So when he went to drink the water, he almost fell down dead. See again fourth para, when the warning said, first answer my questions, then you can drink the water, otherwise you will die as your brothers did. The voice said. The Arjuna was very angry. He asked, "Who are you? And come before me. Come and stand in front of me, and I'll kill you." He shot a sharp arrows, but the invisible beam, that means the voice cannot be seen there, it can only be heard. What it said, it started to laugh and said, "Your arrows can't touch me also." Arjuna wanted to kill this enemy first, but first he wanted to satisfy his thirst. So he went to drink the water and he also fell down dead. Now let's see the fifth para. After another anxious wait, Yudhishthira turned to Bhima. "Dear brother, even Arjuna, the great hero, hasn't returned. Something terrible must have happened to our brothers. Please find them quickly." Nakula did not return, Sahadeva also did not return, and also Arjuna did not return. So Yudhishthira was really very anxious, very worried. So he said, "Bhima, all have gone, but no one has returned back. Maybe some danger has come to them. So please find them. Go and find them. What's the matter?" Bhima hurried away without another word. Bhima went away. Like Arjuna, Bhima also did not heed the warning and drank the water eagerly. As Nakula, Sahadeva, and Arjuna did, Bhima was also very angry, so he drank the water eagerly, glaring around the defiance. And instantly his great strength seemed to slip from his hem like a garment. He also fell down dead among his brothers. As soon as he drank the water, he also fell down dead as his brothers had fell down dead. Suddenly energy, strength slipped down like a garment and he also fell down dead. So the fifth para tells that Yudhishthira is sending Bhima to see what the matter was, but Bhima also what he did, he also without listening to the words of the voice, he drank the water and almost he also fell down dead like his other brothers. Now let's see the sixth para. Puzzled and worried that his brothers had not returned, Yudhishthira himself proceeded in the direction his brothers had taken. When he came near a pool, he saw his four brothers lying on the ground, to all appearance dead. He was shocked. He got into the pool to quench his thirst. At once a voice without form warned him, Your brothers died because they did not heed my words. Do not follow them. Answer my questions first and then quench your thirst. This pool is mine. When Nakula, Sahadeva, Arjuna, and Bhima all did not return, Yudhishthira was worried. So, what he did, he himself went in the directions where his brothers had gone. When he came near the pool, he saw his brothers lying on the ground almost dead. He was really shocked. But first, he wanted to quench his thirst. When he was about to drink water, a warning came again. The warning said, your brothers died because they did not hear to my words, listen to my words. Now you too don't do the same mistake. Answer my questions first and then you can drink the water because this pool is mine. ಈಗ ನಕುಲ ಸಹದೇವ ಅರ್ಜುನ ಮತ್ತು ಭೀಮ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರದೇ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಯುಧಿಷ್ಠಿರಿಗೆ ಗಾಬರಿಯಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವನು ಆ ದಿಕ್ಕಿನ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಕೊಳದ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವನ ತಮ್ಮದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಸತ್ತಿರೋ ಥರ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಗಾಬರಿ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಬೇಕಂತ ಹೋದಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ನಿನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮಂದಿರು ನನ್ನ ಶಬ್ದಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಸತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀನು ಅವ್ರ ಥರ ಆಗಬೇಡ, ಮೊದಲು ನನ್ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀರನ್ನು ಕುಡಿ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈ ಕೊಳ ನಂದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. Now, seventh para, Yudhishthira knew that these could be none other than the words of Yaksha and guessed what had happened to his brothers. Now, after listening to the voice of that warning voice, Yudhishthira came to know that this is Yaksha and guessed what had happened. He saw a possible way of redeeming the situation. He thought of solving the situation. He said to the bodiless voice, please ask your questions. The voice put questions rapidly one after another. ಯುಧಿಷ್ಠಿರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ಇದು ಯಾರೂ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಯಕ್ಷನ ಧ್ವನಿನೇ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮಂದ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಈಗ ಅವನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆ ವಾಯ್ಸಿಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಓಕೆ ಯು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪುಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಅನದರ್. This is the 6th and 7th para meaning. Now see the questions what the voice asked or what Yaksha asked. 8th para, that is, it asked, what makes sun shine every day? Yudhishthira replied, the power of God. ಸೂರ್ಯ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ತಾನೆ, ದಿನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಾಡ್, ದೇವರ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಬೆಳಗ್ತಾನೆ. ವಾಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಇನ್ ಡೇಂಜರ್, ಅಪಾಯದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಏನು ಕಾಪಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನನ್ನು? Yudhishthira quickly answered, courage. So courage rescues man in danger. What is more nobly sustaining than the earth? Yudhishthira said, the mother who brings up her children is more sustaining than the earth. Next, what is faster than the wind? Mind, replied Yudhishthira. So what is more nobly sustaining than the earth? What is more supporting than the earth? ಭೂಮಿಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಸೊ Yudhishthira said, the mother who brings up her children, ತಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಅಂತ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿಂಡ್? ಗಾಳಿಗಿಂತಲೂ ವೇಗವಾಗಿದ್ದೇನಿದೆ? Yudhishthira answered, mind. What befriends a traveler? Learning. What befriends a traveler? It is learning. Who is the friend of one who stays at home? The wife. The person who stays at home. Who is the friend? The wife. Who accompanies a man in death? Dharma. That alone accompanies the soul in its solitary journey after death. ಸಾವು ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾರು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಧರ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಒನ್ ಹೂ ಸ್ಟೇಸ್ ಎಟ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರೋರಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು ಅಂದರೆ ವೈಫ್ ಅಂತ. ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಬಿಗ್ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಸಲ್? ದ earth which contains all within itself is the greatest vessel. What is happiness? So I will repeat once again. What makes sun shine every day? The power of God. What rescues man in danger? Courage. What is more nobly sustaining than the earth? Mother. What is faster than wind? Mind. What befriends a traveler? Learning. Who is the friend of one who stays at home? The wife. Who accompanies a man in death? Dharma. Which is the biggest vessel? The earth. Now next question is, what is happiness? Happiness is the result of good conduct. ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ನಡತೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ಖುಷಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಬಂಡನಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಲವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಆಲ್? ಏನನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯರನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರೀತಿಸೋಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಡ್, ಗರ್ವವನ್ನು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಜಾಯ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಾರು? ಏನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಖುಷಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ದುಃಖ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಗರ್, ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಪ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ನೋ ಲಾಂಗರ್ ಬಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಸಾರೋ. ಏನು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು? ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬೈ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ವೆಲ್ತಿ? ತುಂಬ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತವಾಗೋದು ಯಾವಾಗ? ಏನು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತನಾಗ್ತಾನೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ. ಡಿಸೈರ್, ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ರಿಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ವೆಲ್ತಿ. ಆಸೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಅ ರಿಯಲ್ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ್? ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಗುಡ್ ಬರ್ತ್, ಗುಡ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್? ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಡಿಸಿಸಿವ್ಲಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಅ ರಿಯಲ್ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ್? ನಿಜವಾದ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಯಾರು? ಹುಟ್ಟಿನಿಂದ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ನಡತೆಯಿಂದ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕಲಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ? ಬರ್ತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ್. ಗುಡ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲೋನ್ ಡಸ್. ಹುಟ್ಟು ಅಥವಾ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಎರಡು ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣನ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ನಡತೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹವೆವರ್ ಲರ್ನೆಡ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ, ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ್ if he is a slave to bad habits. If a person is slave to bad habits, he cannot become a Brahmin. Only by good character, good behavior, good conduct, he can be a Brahmin. What is the greatest wonder in the world? Every day men see creatures depart to Yama's abode, and yet those who remain seek to live forever. This verily is the greatest wonder. ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಅದ್ಭುತ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಾಯ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ನೂ ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಆಸೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ, ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದದ್ದು. ಥಸ್ ದ ಯಕ್ಷ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯುಧಿಷ್ಠಿರ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆಲ್. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಯಕ್ಷ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ, ಯುಧಿಷ್ಠಿರ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್? ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗುಡ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ abandoning man becomes loved? That is pride. What is the loss which brings joy and not sorrow? Anger. What is that by giving up which man becomes wealthy? Desire. What makes one a real Brahman? That is good conduct makes a real Brahman. What is the greatest wonder in the world? Every day men see creatures depart to Yama's abode, and yet those who remain seek to live forever. Thus Yaksha posed many questions and answered